Alicia walks the distance of 9 km at a speed of x km per hour. She then runs a distance of 5 km at a speed of 2x km per hour. And the total time that she spent will be 2.5 hours. If you pay attention on the keyword distance, speed, and time, it has something to do with distance, speed, time conversions. Since whatever we're given here is the time, we make full use of these informations. In order to find the total time, we have the distance over speed to find the time. Now I will draw it out to give you a better visualization. Okay, so for the first part, she walks. This is where she walks, right? She walks as a distance. So the distance is 9 and the speed is x. So how do we find the time? Distance over speed to get the time. Hence 9 by x over x. And we look at the second part where she runs. Distance of 5, speed of 2x plus 1. To find the time, distance over speed. And we can combine this together by adding it up, and we know that the total time spent is 2.5 hours. Here is how we capture the information and form an equations. Alright, so let's start with this 9 over x. The total time will be 2.5, which is the same as 5 over 2. Right, now this is where we begin, how we form the equation. This is where we need to arrive in the end. It looks so much different. There's no more denominator, meaning the denominator has been eliminated. How do we do that is we're going to combine all these into a single fractions. Okay, let's start by grouping these two fractions to be a single fractions. Whenever we want to do that, we have to make sure that they have the same denominator. So what we do is we're going to multiply the denominator, both of them. So we have 2x plus 1 here. You do the same to the top so that they are equal in terms of ratio. Okay, so when we do that, we will have open out the bracket. Open out the bracket. Okay, for the top numerator, we have 18x plus 9 plus 5x. And the denominator part, 2x squared plus x. Right, they're having the same denominator. Then, on the right hand side, 5 by 2. Okay, before we continue, let's collect the like terms. So 23x plus 9 equal to, over 2x squared plus x is the same as 5 over 2. Single fraction on the left, single fraction on the right. To make comparison possible, denominator has to be the same. So we multiply both denominator to each the different side of it. So we multiply, or not x, it should be 2. Multiply 2 here, 2 here, and then 2x squared plus x. Okay, you all will agree with me that the denominator are the same, right? That's the purpose, right? Once the denominator are the same, we can just compare the numerator and write this as an equation. Hence, we have 2 bracket 23x plus 9 on the left and this on the right. Okay, expand the bracket, open up the bracket, expand it. Right, so this is what we have. If you compare this to this, we have the same thing here, right? 10x squared and 10x squared. But the rest, no, not really. So each one of the side has to be 0. Let's make this 0 since we have the same thing here, 10x squared. So let's make this 0. So we're going to move every term of this to the other side. Hence 10x squared plus 5x minus 46x minus 18. Collect the like terms. 0 equals to 10x squared. 5 minus 46 minus 41x minus 18. Now we compare to what we need to arrive. This and this. Is it the same? Right. That's how we show the equations. Whenever we have to show something, you can never start from whatever is given. Okay, you can't begin your working from here. No way. This is what you need to arrive. But you need to show in the end. You can't take it from the start. Remember that. Alright, moving on, we have another part we are done with C1. I think we have another part for C2. Work out Alicia running speed. Okay, Alicia running speed. So, where's the information? Alright, she runs at a speed of 2x plus 1. Right? So, these are the answer. Do we know the value of x? We don't. But we can solve these quadratic equations in order to get the speed where she runs. So let's start with solving these quadratic equations. 10 minus 41 minus 18. Okay. 10x squared minus 41x minus 18 equal to 0. Okay, how do we solve a quadratic equations? There are a few options, right? To solve a quadratic equations, you can factorize it. You can use a formula, quadratic formula, or you can complete the square. In this case, let's use the formula since this is paper 4.3. Okay, this is a paper 4 calculator paper. So we can use the formula to solve out the problems. So if you look at the formula, it is x, if we define the x equals to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. A, B, C is the coefficient of x squared, x and the constant. So let's start with b. B is the coefficient of x minus 4, and value of a is the coefficient of x squared, and c is the constant. Right, now you put this into the calculator and solve it. From the calculator, you get two answers because there's a plus and there's a minus here. It will be 4.5 followed by negative 0.4 for the value of x. Then we look at the questions again. Alicia running speeds, and that will be 2x plus 1 if I remember correctly. Alright. So when x, okay, 2x plus 1. So when x equals to 4.5, we will have 2x plus 1, that's the speed. So we're going to put 4.5 here. It will be 10 km per hour. What happens when when the speed is the same as negative 0.4? Okay, we do the calculation. Negative 0.8 plus 1, negative 2. So it still makes sense, right? Because it both are positive. So which one do we take as an answer? So it can't tell you anything if you sub into the speed of the running speed, because both running speed both are positive value. It makes sense. So we have to refer back to the walking speed. So the walking speed is x km per hour, and you just figure out that x could be 4.5 or negative 0.2. However, you know that for speed it can never be a negative value. It doesn't make sense. Hence, negative 0.2 could not be considered as an answer. The only answer should be just 4.5. Okay, so we're going to accept this as an answer, even though it gives you a 0.2 km for running speed, but when it comes to walking speed, it is negative 0.2, sorry, negative 0.4. It does not make sense. So the final answer would be 10 km per hour. The only answer for these questions.